talked about earlier, which, keep in mind, the bank's not gonna give you that money back. So you have to have that money to put up and keep going. Once it's demoed out, we go for, and I'm not even gonna there's a lot of things that I probably won't touch about. We have environmental stuff, right, that we didn't touch on. That's all stuff that's outside. That's asbestos also, that's oil tanks, that's buried on this project, if they're already. You gotta notify all that. So there's phases of the environmental with the DEM that you have to go through to get this project approved. But once it's approved, we're gonna demo, rough frame it. Then we're gonna install all our MEPs. MEPs is mechanical, electrical, plumbing. So how you've seen downstairs, all MEPs has been done, and we did all our fire stopping, and we're ready to apply insulation and sheetrock, which you're gonna see, which the guys on the first floor are doing. So the sheetrock is the stuff on the walls, right? So once we close it up, after all those rough inspections get done, then we're able to sheetrock. Once this point right here, this unit, all I'm waiting for is final inspections. So once all the plugs, every light is in, all your plumbing fixtures, everything is operational and ready to somebody to live in, we're calling for finals at that point, right? So this project, and I phased this project out. So I did it in phases. The first floor we got MEPs, third floor, second floor, first floor, so on and so forth, just to keep things spinning. But typically, on this size project, you can have like a sizable electrical company that can do this whole project, plumbing company do the whole project, and then do all your MEPs for the whole building. We pieced it out, hasn't been an issue. But another thing to also think about is the town you're working on and the inspections. This right here was challenging. This town has recycled more inspectors than God knows what. So what does that do for you? I got a $2-3 million project that I'm paying for every month. I need this guy to show up Monday, and he tells me he can come in 3 weeks.
And what are you gonna do?
You gotta kind of stay on his good side, right? You can't just torture you. That's what it comes to. So at the end of the day, it's gotta be that happy medium. You don't ever wanna be an asshole, but you wanna be stern that, listen, this project is costing, we have a deadline to meet, and I would appreciate if you guys can get out here, right? But if I go in there with my chest out and start talking shit, all he's gonna do is put my shit in the background.
Right.
The other thing you can do on this size project is you can, with the right application, you can hire an outside engineering company to do your inspections. Reason why I didn't do it on this project, I didn't want to kind of throw it in these guys' face. It's a small enough project to where the regular inspectors can come out, but on a larger project, I'd rather pay. We're doing a development in Rockland right now, we just pay. Engineering company comes in, whoever did us is gonna do our sign-offs before the city even gets involved, right? Because at the end of the day, the city has no accountability. If he says I did a great job and the building burnt the next day, he's not accountable for nothing, right? So at the end of the day, on track, that is one thing that you guys can keep in mind, that you can hire an outside company, an engineering firm to come and check their work, sign off on it, and then you can keep proceeding.
So, question on economics. I'm looking at a building like this. I have no idea where to even start. How do you come up with a number it costs on the back of a napkin? What would it cost me to do this? How would someone even factor that number in?
You can use a number per door or by square footage.
Correct.
These ones are tough. Reason being that like none of these projects are built. When we're retrofitting a building, nothing is the same. Like if we're doing a new construction, I'll throw you guys a new construction, 175 per square foot, I'll put up the building, just pay me 175 square foot up, right? This one here, if you look at all this, we're going to the unit next door. I paid probably triple to get these lines so crisp. I mean, the framing here is all on crazy angles. So the speed I can, like pretty much I had guys that didn't want to hang this job or take the job, right? I had to pay by the hour because nobody can really calculate this job by the sheet. Typically on a new construction, you pay a guy $25 a sheet, he hangs and muds it, or $32 a sheet, he'll hang and mud it. Here, not a shot in the dark. It's like, Carlos, I'll let you carry payroll, I want to make X amount over my payroll, and I'll let you run the show here. Because it's just too tough. Like, I'm not that developer guy that's gonna lose. I'm just not that dude, man. I'm gonna pay my sons what they need to get paid, I'm gonna make sure everybody's getting paid, so my development happens, and I run my company the way it needs to happen, right? So, for me to wheel and deal, I could probably outsmart people and say, come on, listen, you can do it for this price. And at the end of the day, he's gonna get hurt, man. But what does that do for me? He doesn't even go downstairs. He's gonna get hurt on this top level, and he's handing me a peace sign. He's done, right? So here it was fair enough, and these guys work, right? I got a project manager here that's making sure guys are moving. They did a great job, and I paid them by the hour here because, how difficult it was to hang. I mean, this unit, the next unit, there's a lot of beams, there's a lot of crazy angles. So the drywall guys get a lot slow. I got rentals, you name it, I bet it. For people getting in the game, I love new construction, right? So it's all a math equation. And the benefit you get from a new construction is you can hire a great contractor, right? Pay him the right amount of money to hire all great subs, and you don't pay until they decide off, right? On every phase, and you'll still get 15 to 20% at the end of the development. Quick math, if it's a $500,000 building, your profit should be $100 grand, 85 to 100 G's on that project. hiring a company to do the job.
Right, when you're hands off, you're not doing anything.
You know, so in a way, when you get into a flip, I mean, you open up a wall, there goes your profits. I'm telling you, and most guys that's flipping houses, you gotta cut some corner to make a profit. Like you couldn't hire a professional in every category and still make money at the end. You would have to steal the project.
I think even deeper than that. Anybody that tells you every flip they ever done, they made money, they're a liar. They're a fucking liar.